Hey now, hey now. This is what dreams are made of. I I just want to talk for a little bit because I've been extremely frustrated with just in the last couple of days people being so fucking like just freaking out about voting. And I understand that this is the but literally when you hear what political strategists on the right are talking about, they're like, I don't know why y'all are freaking out either. The society is still changing in a negative way. And I'm like, especially if the people on the other side who are really in an understanding place of how this country runs, as far as it not being a democracy at all, in like the reality of things, I just think that it breaks my brain. And it's not even that like I'm such a politically knowledgeable person, but I'm a socially knowledgeable person. I have been aware of movements for change for a while now, since I've been able to like really do something about it, since I was like 18 years old out of my parents' house, really and truly focusing on those things. And I'm like, the fact that everybody is freaking out now when they weren't freaking out in 2016, when they weren't freaking out in 2020, I'm like, baby, why? Like, I don't know. And I think it's also because people just make fun of the little Pentecostal girls that wear their little skirtsies and shit, and make fun of the little IFB, Independent Fundamental Baptist girls who wear their little skirts, and talk about the little families and how they're just, 16 kids and counting, da 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 da. And because I grew up in that stuff, I have seen Christian nationalism my entire life. This is nothing fucking new. You bitches don't pay attention to your neighbors for real. You guys don't ask further questions about what these like shifts and change mean. And like y'all don't see how there's a consistent pipeline to conservatism, to fascism. And I literally have come up with two different like ideological thought processes about conservatism that break my brain. It's the Hunter Biden complex, that because he's like in a certain social standing, he's still white, but he's seen as trash because of his association with leftistness, but not really. But he also takes drugs, but publicly, but he's been shamed for it, even though people on the right do the exact same thing, but they hide it in a certain type of way. And so it's just white supremacy. And then I've also come up with the thought process of the conservative cishet white woman nurse pipeline, and how so many white girls, and I saw it when I was in school, so many white girls started to go into nursing. But I remember hearing that my brother, who worked in the like medical field a little bit in his own way, in 2020, how hard it was to get these blonde-haired, blue-eyed, conservative white women who were apparently so caring for people and just wanted to help people for a living. It like some of them lost their jobs because they were unwilling to be vaccinated, unwilling to mask up while they were at work, and thought that they were the exception to the rule. But we just want to help people. And then when it comes back to the clear overturning of Roe v. Wade, if you live anywhere that's conservative, if you live in a red state, you probably don't have the right to abortion right now. We've not had the right to abortion in Indiana in like a year and a half, bro. And y'all aren't freaking out. Y'all are like, oh my God, abortion rights are on the line. Bitch, they're already chopped the fuck off. What are you talking about? I just don't understand what all of this political unrest has been. And then people being like, if you voted for Donald Trump, bitch, why the fuck do you even have anybody near you? Anybody near you? Anybody near you under the sound of your goddamn voice, in your space, spending time with you on your social pages, who follow that shit? And that makes me think even more about social media, and how we need to be even more careful who we spend our time and attention paying attention to and connected to on these social pages. Because first of all, societally, we're not supposed to be aware of this many people on a consistent basis and their thoughts and feelings, which is even why I'm able to have this conversation, is because everybody's sharing the thought of a thought of a thought of a thought, somebody else's thoughts that they kind of agree with, and so they're going to post it again. And I'm just like, it's very tiring. And then I've heard so many things about, oh, if you don't vote for Kamala, it's a vote for Trump. And I'm like, that's not how this fucking works. But I also understand that none of the third party candidates are actually doing anything or can actually do anything in this current election because of how dedicated America is to our two-party system, even though our two-party system is failing us. And so what I'm really frustrated about is, instead of being like, hey, I think that you should vote in a way that brings as much social change as possible in a viable way, and organize the fuck out of your life from here on out. If you are not prioritizing connecting with people, building community, creating real friendships, finding love, all of these themes that seem abstract and outside of the political sector, you are not actually searching for social change. If you are not connecting to other people, if you are not having conversations, if you are not doing mutual aid, if you are not sharing meals with bitches, then you are not actually helping. Your vote really and truly is only doing so much for right now. Because we've already seen what happens when they get mad, right? And so if we don't have no fucking plans, we ain't got no bitches, we ain't got nobody to talk to about this, we have no one within our own ideological understandings to actually have tangible conversations with. If you feel like, if you really are like in a desperate situation and you high and dry, like if it ever comes down to it in like a month or something, the world fucking shuts down, there's no jobs, and you ain't got about 5-10 bitches that you be like, hey, we got to get our money together so we can do the things that we need to do. We got to figure out how to make this commune. Somebody needs to know how to make a garden. Somebody needs to know where all the community connector places are. Somebody needs to know how to build things. There's gotta and we have to also start learning how to do things, create hobbies and skills, whether that be art, whether that be building, whether that be, I don't know, bookmaking, whatever the fuck it is. If it is a tangible thing that we can use beyond what the system gives to us, we need to tap into that shit absolutely ASAP. All that to say, I'm really fucking frustrated with today. I cannot wait until it's over so that I can really and truly just like go back to what I was doing before, which was connecting to people and making sure that I do my part to create social change in my community. I connect with folks in my community. I find people within the different margins that I, connect with or whatever, so that I know that I have a plan in place. And I'm on the margins, bitch. But there are even more marginalized people. All that to say, anyway, fuck November 5th. I'm so sick of this shit. But I am going to watch a movie that my manager mentioned to me, which is V for Vendetta. Apparently it's a cool movie. I would love to see what it's about. Apparently touches on Guy Fawkes Day and how we basically need to remember that these politicians work for us. And I posted this on my Instagram note the other day that like moving forward, we have to make these politicians work for our vote. We cannot just hand them fucking money no more. I don't care who it is. It could be fucking Andre Carson. I love that man down politically. He's gonna have to work for my vote. He's got to do a little bit more. He's got to push the needle, right? All right. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.